was my bad. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. See, I just gotta fix this right here. Got a bit of a late start getting everything set up. Ah, shit, I forgot to mute my phone. Super sleepy. Turns out, that last art stream I did it got copyright, but says the owner allows the content to be used on YouTube. That still doesn't explain why the stream got suspended or anything. That has literally never happened before. I knew we wouldn't be doing any club activities after school today before Mion said anything. I'd been invited over by Shion for an all-you-can-eat dessert. Made a point of leaving half my lunch uneaten. My expectations would only be rivaled by my hunger. Keiichi-kun, you seem kind of happy today. Did something good happen? Did it? I guess it was obvious. Rena had questioned me with a happy look. That's right. Why don't I invite Rena for dessert as well? If I recall correctly, Shion said something about having a ticket. At worst, the restaurant might be admission by ticket only today. If that was the case, then having Rena be turned away at the door could result in the worst feeling ever. That is true. Yeah, I got a little lucky. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. Rena, you'll definitely be jealous. We're gonna make her jelly! Wow. What is it? What is it? I'm jealous. This lucky thing. Is it cute? Is it? Cute. I wonder what Rena would think of the uniforms of Angel Mort. They'd definitely be a critical hit. Probably. It's probably pretty cute. I'm jelly. What is it? What kind of fortune were you blessed with? Huh? Could it be you participated in the draw at Angel Mort about 2 months ago? And won? Hey now, I hadn't even transferred here 2 months ago. Oh, that's right. Then it's not the Angel Mort's dessert festa then. Mi-chan, what is the Angel's Desert Festa exactly? You know, there's that family restaurant called Angel Mort right by Okinomiya. Every season they hold an event to promote their new dessert menu. That's today. Oh, it's no use going. The restaurant is reserved for people who won the draw. Mion explained once again what Shion explained to me last night. Itchy. Yo, what if they let kids into the event if they're accompanied by guardians? We could easily take Rika and Satoko with us. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. They can join in all the fun. I know I'll have to stop by the restaurant sometime. I'll do my best to draw a winning ticket and aim to enter the next all-you-can-eat event. Hey Flash, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Knock yourself out. By the way, this is something I'd heard, but there's a rumor that the tickets are being sold on the black market for a pretty penny. Hearing that story, I felt even more appreciative of the ticket Shion had procured for me. Hey Petals, welcome to the stream. How are you? How's everything going? I just thought I was lucky to be able to eat dessert for free, but turned out that ticket was much more valuable. The number of things I had to thank Shion for had increased again. Man, nothing tastes better than free food. Good, how about you? Doing alright. Thanks. I didn't know it was worth so much. Put in a voice only Mion could hear. That was how I conveyed my feelings. So yeah, we're still under the assumption that Mion and Shion are the same person. What do you guys think? Hey Nochi, welcome to the stream. How are you? Mion looked at me for a moment before she tilted her head to the side and smiled confusedly. What? Did you say something? Would be a problem if you said something to me right now. That smile seemed to be telling me that as much. I guess Mion wouldn't be accepting any gratitude while she was Mion. I'll go to the restaurant. Today I'll thank Mion while she's Shion. Yeah, this is very confusing. It's kind of funny. I was telling Carrion when I have kids, I want to have identical twins so I can teach them to mess with the family. That would be hilarious. They'll be like the brothers from Harry Potter. He's not George, I'm George. I'm gonna be when I'm a parent, I'm gonna be raising like a whole gaggle of gremlins that like to troll people. Well, this old man will take his leave here. Work today's gonna be a little rough. Later. Mion waved her head energetically as she left. Hey, Keiichi-kun. Mi-chan has been kind of weird lately. Like, she's elated or something. What? You think so? Ren was pretty sharp when it came to these types of things. To me, Mion seemed the same as always, but Reno apparently felt something different. You don't know, Keiichi-kun? I totally thought you knew. Rena's skirt fluttered as she spun around with a coy smile. No, what exactly? I was obviously weaseling my way out of the question, but I wasn't lying. Honestly, I didn't really know what was going on. Why did Shion, a persona of Mion that she'd created, appear before me? Something was blatantly up, but Rena paid it no heed. Oh, really? I wonder what it is then. When Mi-chan is in a good mood, so is Rena. Huh? Saying that, she spread her arms wide and spun around happily. I don't know why, but Rena was in a really good mood. Must be so infectious that I had to smile too. It was so infectious that I had to smile too. Yeah, we're spreading the good vibes. Good vibes for everybody. This is gonna be ruined in about an hour or so in. Even the chirping of the cicadas seemed joyful. Yo, I wonder if the cicadas, like, bear witness to all kinds of crazy shit that happens in this town. Like, you get the feeling you're being watched, and you turn around and there's just a bug standing there menacingly, knowing what you did last summer. Is that a good movie? I haven't watched it. But you see... Rena abruptly stopped spinning. Her expression had returned to a more somber one. You see, Mi-chan, lately, she's been in a lot of pain. What do you mean? Pain? The pain that Rena was talking about probably wasn't physical. At first she tried to pretend it wasn't a big deal, but like a wound, it began to fester and grow. Eventually, she was no longer able to bear the pain and woke up in the middle of the night. And then she found Rena. Excuse me. Mi-chan was crying. I'm sorry. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? Huh? What is Rena talking about? What? Oh my god, just come out and say it. Hey, don't play dumb at a time like this. Just now you said... I don't know. Rena doesn't know anything. Oh. Rena spun and she laughed innocently. Eventually she appeared to get sick, stumbling as she steadied herself up with her hand against the wall. Oh. The room is spinning. That was dumb. That's what you get for getting carried away spinning like that. Y'all ever get like those office chairs as a kid and you start spinning around in them and when you have to get up you just fall to the floor? That's happened to me a few times. Sorry. Oh, I think I feel sick. Am I allowed to read that? This doesn't feel like that doesn't feel like something I'm allowed to read right here. Better safe than sorry. I'll lend her a shoulder to lean on. To be stumbling around like a newborn foal at this age is actually quite a feat. Rena, in a good mood, only babbled incoherently after that. I laughed as I responded to and chided her. However, the chance to revisit that heavy topic Rena had brought up before never arrived. As soon as I got home, I tossed aside my school bag and changed in a hurry. The effects of only having a light lunch were starting to show. We hungry. As my stomach began to let out fickle growls. Feed me. Feed me. Feed me, Seymour. Sorry. Alright, let's go. To Angel Mort. It's time to face the land of endless desert. Preparations for the battle are complete. Tally ho! Yo, this might be like kind of a weird this might be just be me being weird. Anybody watch the Little Shop of Horrors musical? In my opinion, the dentist song is the best one because it's such a bop. It's a bop while all the while the guy is singing that he enjoys causing people pain as a dentist. You'll be a dentist. You have a habit for causing pain. And then he punched the nurse. Alright, back into it. Angel Mort had a decidedly different feel to it compared to yesterday. Dessert Festa today, admittance by reservation only. Nonetheless, the front of the store was being swarmed by over a dozen young men. Judging by how they were looking upwards in jealousy instead of entering the store, they weren't invitees. Oof. That's gotta be painful. Why would they gather here? They knew they couldn't get in. I found out the answer when I passed through the crowd and began to climb the steps to enter the restaurant. Are you a participant? Do you have a ticket? Yeah. Well, I was lucky. As soon as I said that, I was immediately mobbed. It was like I was in the middle of a football scrum on a crowded train. What is going on? Be prepared, everyone, because things are about to get very uncomfortable very fast. And the reason was this. It wasn't just one ticket per person. One ticket could light up to 4 people inside. Hey Carrion, welcome to the stream. How are you? So it's like that, huh? Seems like I should have invited Rena and the others. Thanks for the tip, but I pretend I didn't hear that. With an uplifting smile, I turned and ignored them. When I did, their arms reached out at once, like the souls of the damn-seeking sucker. Sucker. Itchy back. Yeah, y'all know what sounds really good right now? Parfait. Parfaits might be the most delicious thing in the whole damn planet. Doing okay? That's good. That ticket can admit up to 4 people. Please bring us with you. What selfish people. This was the only reason they were crowded in front of the restaurant. Dozens of wretched arms reached out for me like teeth of a giant rake and grasped at the air. I was already climbing the stairs to the entrance. What a heartless dick! Grab him! Oh shit. This isn't something to joke about. This is... From a business standpoint, it's making them money, but it seems like it's more trouble than it's worth for the restaurant. If I'm going to be honest with y'all. Of course, I didn't graduate from I didn't graduate any business colleges or anything, so maybe I just don't know what I'm talking about. I flew up the rest of the stairs and threw myself inside the restaurant. It was like I had entered a different world. The miserable throng of the damned hurled curses at me from the other side of the glass door. Fuck you! Sorry. But inside of this completely normal, soundproofed, and air-conditioned restaurant, with an angelic smile of a waitress to welcome me, they were nothing more than a refreshing piece of scenery. It is I shouldn't laugh, but I began to let out a sinister cackle. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Due to today's Desert Festa, the restaurant is reserved for customers who won the draw. Can I ask for your name and ticket? I don't have a ticket, but I should be on the guest list. Mybera. My Barbara. There it is. I'm sorry, but may I please have your full name? Keiichi. Keiichi Maibara. My apologies for the inconvenience. You're here by special invitation, right? I'll show you to your seat. Oh, awesome, we're VIPs. Yo, Carrion, quick question, do you like pancakes? And do you like strawberries? There's a recipe there's a pancake recipe I wanted to try making for you. Please, this way. The mood inside the room was incredibly heated. The booths were packed to the brim. Men in their prime were stuffing their faces with dainty desserts that didn't suit them at all. It was a rather unnerving spectacle. Soon after I was shown to my seat, Shion arrived. Good afternoon. Welcome to Angel Mort. Hey Shion, thanks so much for today. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, coffee cake and some coffee. I got food on my brain, thinking with my belly. We were a bit late, so I was starting to get worried. I'm really happy you came though. Maybe because the other customers were around that her tone was less casual, but she still capped it off that welcome with her usual brilliant. Damn it! Alright, gotta slow down. She still capped off that welcome with her usual brilliant smile. Yeah, that's what threw me off. I think there should be a comma right there. I like pancakes, not big on strawberries themselves, but I like strawberry flavored stuff. Yum. Yeah, it's a pancake recipe with white and milk chocolate chips in it, with a strawberry compote on topped on it like syrup. It's really good. As you can see, there's a lot of customers here today, so I'm not sure I'll be able to take a break. Please take your time and relax until I'm finished. When I'm done, let's go play somewhere, okay? Whispering that last part into my ear, Shion winked and returned to the kitchen. Maybe it's because the mood in the restaurant is so heated, but Shion seems a bit bolder. Even a small change in her mannerisms was enough to set my heart aflutter. Aww, he's crushing on her. Sorry to keep you waiting. While I was overwhelmed by the atmosphere inside the restaurant, orders from the new summer menu were carried out one after the other. Every single one was extravagantly huge. I get it, you can eat all these amazing things for free. I wonder a ticket was worth its weight in gold. On top of that, all of it was plenty delicious. From dishes with the general appeal to insane ones aimed at a specific audience. There were absolutely no gaps in her repertoire. No matter how you look at it, I don't think one person can eat this much. Well, let's just leave it at that for now. I didn't feel relaxing in here at all. Probably because the fervor inside the restaurant was clearly abnormal. Oh my god, chocolate covered pretzels. like some Snickers bars. God damn it, I want something sweet now. All the other booth seats were crammed with groups of 4. Sleazy men were gorging like pigs on cutely decorated desserts, and it wouldn't have been a surprise if they started licking the plates. It's more than a little unsettling. Piqued my interest, so I started listening in on their conversations. And what things I heard. I'm probably not going to be able to read this. Y'all can feel free to pause it to read it. I don't feel comfortable saying this stuff out loud. Bought my tickets for $70,000 on auctions. I told work I was attending a relative's funeral. Ugh. Oh my god, that's so cringe. Oh my god, he made it worse. Heard they're selling angel mort figures. We'll have to pay heat at the next Wonder Festival. Yeah. Yep, if anybody, I'm gonna say that to you a lot. What, the meowing? With you, it's okay. You're not overly creepy with it. Also, this definitely does seem like the type of restaurant that would sell like anime figurines. No, I meant Moe. Oh, okay. Moe's not too bad. I just... yeah. The words spilling out of their mouths were pretty much all incomprehensible jargon. But as they keenly conveyed that hidden behind them was an invisible aura of abnormality. Sorry to keep you waiting. The next dessert is Tropical Cinnamon Love Affair. Ooh, I love cinnamon. Is something the matter? No. It's just... it's kind of different inside the restaurant today. Yo, Carrie, you remember I was showing... yeah, y'all, I was showing the other day... I was showing Carrie the other day a drink recipe that... the name of the drink is called Sex in the Batmobile. That's the name of a drink, YouTube. Don't come after me for that. I'm not the one who named it. Our restaurant is pretty famous in their circles. Well, we were aiming for that, so it's all well and good. But during festivals, there's something of a more hardcore crowd, so it can't be a handful. Sounds great to me. No, I'm talking about the drink. I'm talking about the drink. I'm talking about the beverage, Carrie. The waitress informed me quietly with a wry smile. Customers seem rather riled up, almost like a pack of hyenas. Seems like a lot of the customers today came from unreasonably far away. Those types of people are fairly prone to losing their self-control, so it's a little scary. Don't keep your guard up, something bad can happen. What do you mean by keep your guard up? At that moment, a large crash resounded through the room. Turned around, startled to see a waitress had fallen down and spilled the order she was carrying onto a customer. Oh, this is gonna be so gross. Wait, is that Shion? I'm so sorry. Your food is. Oh my god, it's playing the cheerful music. What the hell is that? Somebody who just met with disaster, he seems awfully happy. Oh god, that's so disgusting. The conversation suddenly veered off in an odd direction. Hey, what did he say? Oh god. Yeah, I am very. Yeah, this is. Yeah. You're paying for that, asshole? He did that. He did it on purpose. That chant quickly spread throughout the room. Totally cornered, Shion went pale. She looked over to a more experienced waitress for help, but was only met with a head shaking out of pity. Sonozaki-san was tripped. Customers who do that purposely get their clothes dirty. Have been on the rise lately. So you're saying she was tripped? And what happened just now wasn't an accident? It was on purpose? And now he can purposely pay for it for the window? Yeah, right after we toss him right out of it. Ugh. The worst part of this is there actually are people like that in the world. And you just know that there is. The regular girls are careful about it, so they definitely won't end up like that, but Sonozaki is only a seasonal hire, so she had her guard down. Customers today could easily pick up on that, so she's been targeted since this morning. What's the manager doing? She just kicked those thugs out. We're in the service industry, so there's not much we can do about it. She laughed as she said that in a resigned tone. Shion trembled uncontrollably with a dishcloth in her hands as she turned bright red. From my point of view, it might have been a ridiculous spectacle. Just smile wryly at, but from a woman's point of view, this is obviously pure humiliation. I think it's pure humiliation no matter what point of view you're looking at it, though. I was trapped by those thugs and had been paralyzed with fear. Shion fiercely stood up to them and saved me. Still, as humiliating as it was, Shion was also partly to blame for this. It's not as though her life was at stake, right? Even these guys, they were just going to jeer at her for... I don't like reading this. I was scared. But Kei-chan was in trouble, so I had to be brave and do my best. Unlock the bridge and Paradise Killers? Well, let's go. Yo, I gotta get back into that. I've been playing Danganronpa 2 like non-stop. When I am man was being assailed by 3 thugs while paralyzed with fear, Shion saved me without a second thought. What about now? These sleazy, filthy degenerates are trying to pin the blame on Shion. This time our roles were reversed. Hey, Keiichi Maibara. If you don't save her now, when will we be able to repay the debt you owed her? You scared, Keiichi? At that time, Mion, didn't even show a hint of hesitation. Then, what about now? I'm not hesitating. Then what? If you're not hesitating, then why aren't you helping her? Oh my god. That's gross. Shut up, you greasy fat ass. Get out of here before I get angry. I grasped Shion's shoulder firmly and pulled her behind me. Kei-chan! It seems you don't understand. Why is he talking like that? Enough with the empty words. Oh, yep, if you're a man, talk with your fists. We're about to get punched to oblivion. My body was lifted into the air like nothing. I was thrown right back into my own seat. This guy is strong. Now, how you look at it, athletic, and this Lardo wasn't. Lardo aren't even in the same area code. You can actually be kind of surprised how strong some people are. I met a skinny dude one time that can throw a jab and knock people into next week. Kei-chan, are you okay? Damn it, how lame must I look right now? You were tripped, weren't you, Shion? The ones who are in the wrong, they're the ones in the wrong here, so don't let them take advantage of you. That may be, but it was still my fault. Alright, you can shut right up there, pal. Ow! Don't you go thinking that this is enough to make me give up. Keiichi, it might be better to just sit down and take the L. Here, I'll talk. I'm not done yet. It's my will to fight. I'm just running. I planted every one of my steps firmly as I closed the distance to the large ball. Each time I ripped my foot off the floor, I could feel my burning spirit flare up from the point of impact. And we're about to get our lights punched out. Everything slowed down, like I was walking underwater. As I stepped forward in that vicious flow of time, I calmly measured the gap between us. The difference in height, reach was my ultimate advantage. There was an ever so tiny distance between us where only my punch was able to reach. I unleashed my iron fist of righteous anger, but it flew toward his face slowly, like I was punching underwater. Reacting to his act was a smirk on his face. He easily slipped inside of my punch. I didn't realize until now, but in this mired time, I was able to observe his baffling counterattack with an almost painful clarity. His arm slowly swung in a large windmill motion, wrapped around my whiffed punch, and descended into an arc. That arm swung around like the arms of a clock, and came into contact with my head, twisting my upper body around. Dragging my head along, he followed through with another rotation. This time he rotated his entire body like a top, followed by another rotation. Combining defenses and non-fence, it's a brilliant counter. This is gonna get, like, all of us kicked out. That's right, 3 times. I was thrown after 3 rotations, I think. In this viscous region of time, I was unable to struggle. I could only went dumbstruck until the moment I was thrown. The moment that sluggish temporal anomaly abruptly ended. Yeah, I'm live right now. Right now, Sage, welcome to the stream. How are you? So to admit it, but against somebody trained in martial arts, I couldn't win through force of will alone. Also, just to warn you, anybody that's coming in, there are some parts in this chapter that I cannot read because it's really uncomfortable. Shaken, but okay, I guess. Are you alright? After my consciousness faded in a wave of dizziness, when I came to, I was lying down in my own seat. Thankfully, you weren't injured. A more experienced waitress from before wiped the sweat from my brow with a towel. While she was doing that, a red-faced, teary-eyed Mion trudged over. Are you okay? Doing that for my sake. I'm sorry. Hit my tiny pinky toe on it. Oh, ouch. That's gotta be painful. Fine. Okay. I'm sorry too. I wasn't much help. I've never won a fight before. No, you just trying to help made me happy. I'm not joking. It's just that I was thinking it was lucky that Kei-chan came here today. She said that. She stuck her tongue out teasingly. She wiped off the whipped cream with a washcloth she was holding in her hands. So Nozaki-san, you can take your break now. Still have 1 or 2 hours left, don't you? Didn't find cards yet? Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's fine. You know, it's just part-time. It's still a paying job. I'm gonna work properly while I'm on the clock. So, really, you don't have to worry about me. She couldn't even put up a brave front. I would have never even think for a second that Mion could be that weak. This was Shion, and she had been harassed by some unreasonable riffraff. That was reality. Kei-chan, don't mind me. Please eat as much as you can. When you're done, we'll have you fill out this survey. Well then, I've got to get back to the floor. After some consoling words and a sympathetic smile to Shion, the other waitress started to head back to work. That's where I stopped her. Excuse me, can I borrow your phone? The phone? It's by the register. I'll show you where. I pulled out a 10 yen coin from my wallet. This wasn't about saving face. My being a worthless coward was an unchangeable fact. But I could just cram myself to sleep about that later tonight. Now was not the time for tears. I had to fight. If I recall, one ticket is good for up to 4 people, right? Oh, we're calling the squad! Is it alright if I go over 3 more people? Yes, that's fine. For the time being, I'll write them down on the guest list, so can I have their names? I turned around and glared at the greasy hooligan who subjected Shion to that humiliation. There are 3 things that aren't working in your favor today, punk. The first is what I owe Shion. The second is that I'm a man who's not afraid to throw away his pride to win. And the third is that we're the most powerful club members in history. Please add Rena Ryugu, Satoko Hojo, and Rika Furude to the guest list. Understood. I'll do that. I'll have the best and most powerful club members join the fray. To battle we go! We ride at dawn! Sorry, I'm getting too into this. They can bring down 1,000 foes. Prepare to meet your maker. This is a nice restaurant. Oh, the uniforms are so cute. Brenda wants to wear them too. No. On top of that, we're being treated to dessert. I'm deeply moved. Yeah, eat as much as you like. Don't worry about my share. Keiichi-san, enough with the charades. Let's get to the point. Rena and Rika-chan put down their forks when Satoko broached the subject. After looking for them for a few moments, I pressed my forehead firmly into the table. I beg of you. I don't care if you make fun of how pathetic I am. Please lend me your strength. The 3 of them seemed surprised by the sudden turn of events, but nevertheless, listened to what I had to say without making fun of my unusual behavior. What's the matter? Something happened, didn't it? Actually, Mion's younger sister Shion is working part-time at this restaurant. That little sister you were talking about, right? Could it be her? Could it? She resembles her. Resemble? That's just Mion with her hair down, isn't it? I didn't know what to say. If Keiji says that's Shion, then that's Shion. Might be twins, but they can really... But can they... Might be twins, but can they really look that much alike? They're called monozygotic twins. They really can look identical. Rena gave the most plausible explanation to everybody else so everybody else was convinced. Well then, do you believe me? I'll get to the point then. I recounted everything that had just happened. How Shion was targeted, how she was antagonized by the customers, and the humiliation that was forced upon her. Also how incredibly pathetic I was, included everything without trying to hide it. That's awful. Poor Shi-chan. However, for you to be unable to help her, there should be a limit to how unslightly you can be. There's nothing I can say to that. Satoko-chan, to admit that you've lost and to seek help is a very difficult thing to do. Keiichi-kun chose to help Shi-chan rather than save his pride. So pathetic. Rena's follow-up stung a bit, but I could only be thankful that she understood. Satoko called me all sorts of names, but there was no malign intentions behind her words. Then, what should we do? Her voice was monotone, but there was a hint of resolve in her words. I replied to Rika-chan's suggestive silence in kind with my own quiet resolve. Well, I thought it would be something like that. It was a bit much for Keiichi-chan to handle alone. Huh? Then you'll help? Of course Keiichi-kun. We'll help anybody who's being bullied. I remember when I was cornered by the thugs. What Shion had said about the strong feeling of solidarity in Hinamizawa really began to hit home. However, Keiichi Maibara, now is not the time to get choked up with tears of gratitude. Now is the time to fight. Sorry, I owe you one. You tried your best, but didn't stand a chance alone. How sad. Rika-chan gently patted my head for me, but there was no mindless pity in her palm of that hand. It was overflowing with a strong, dependable feeling of leave the rest to us. I can't join us due to various circumstances, so I'll temporarily be taking command. Our strategy will resolve around Shion's defense and the extermination of the enemy's combat capability. Who's the enemy? Are there a lot of them? From this point forward, anyone who messes with Shion shall be considered an enemy combatant. There are no rules of engagement. Compensation will be the dessert you just ate. Any questions? Everybody had already entered club mode, their eyes peering at the riffraff clamoring around inside the restaurant, like predators stalking their prey from the darkness. Rika-chan held up her hand. What is it, Rika-chan? Do we have to show mercy? Of course we don't have to. We don't need to show mercy to the rabble that would dare lay a finger on Mion's little sister. It's okay, Keiichi. Rika-chan was serious. She was really ready to pretty much murder someone. I think I said last time that Rika is the scariest one out of this group. I'm counting on you, Rika. I, Keiichi Maibara, shall assume all responsibility. Route them. Alrighty. Rena's going to do her best too. Sorry, please do. Keiichi-san, I don't have to be so tense. Well, just wait and see. By the time you finish that parfait, we'll have finished cleaning up too. Well then, everyone, let's give it our all. Go for it! Yay! 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 It burns. What? I didn't say anything. Thus, the most powerful warband the world has ever known, trained by Mion, began to move. I was the oldest, the only boy, and behaved like a leader. But when you consider our club activities, I was by far the most junior member. Individually, everyone besides me had terrifying combat capabilities. If all of them combined their strength to protect Shion, I couldn't even imagine. I was probably about to witness something terrible and awe-inspiring. Oh yeah, you get these three together and combine their power levels, you're gonna have like some crazy shit happening. Meteors are gonna fall out of the sky. Someone's gonna be wielding a keyblade. Somebody's gonna start brewing alcohol from a robot. That's gonna... I know you're busy playing this game, but if you go under 45 miles per hour, this whole thing is gonna explode. Huh? Also, welcome to the stream, Robert. How you doing? So Zaki-san, 5 deluxe parfaits for table 7. Ah, sure thing. Shion carried the order to the tables. Shion to carry 5 parfaits without wobbling so much took so much effort that she didn't have the breathing room to pay attention to her feet. Oh god, they're gonna do it again. Damn it, at least come up with some original. You can't keep using the same trick twice. Rena, this is Keiichi. Ambush them around the table is 5 and 6. Rena, do you copy? Restaurant? The restaurant's uniforms are so cute! Huh? I want to take them home. Shion, her bottom swaying while carrying the parfaits, was being chased by an equally swaying Rena. She was supposed to be escorting Shion, but Rena was instead transfixed by the back of her uniform. From a normal person's point of view, it was probably like having a hot fox guard a hen house. But when it comes to Rena, things are different. Cute mode, 120% synchronization. We've won. Rena's in that state, even the laws of physics don't apply. Shion's legs unsteady and defenseless are being targeted by those sleazebags. Okay, there's a little bit of German in that. it looks like. And also mentioning Lucifer. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm moving on from this. The lake snaked out to trip Shion. Cats, 3 of them all at once. Yeah. Whoa. It happened in an instant. The 3 fools writhed in pain as their legs bent at unnatural angles. Ah! What is this madness? Rena teetered into view and gave them a warning. No mischief, okay? No means no. No. Rena is going to be the one to take her home. This girl, what is with that strange technique? Humans scum clutched at their bruised ankles as they passed out. That's our Rena-san. No matter how many times I see it, it is always frighteningly quick. Yeah, it's an unbreakable barrier. Anyone within a 2-meter radius who attacks Shion is completely obliterated by Rena. Ooh, good thing she's on our side. As Shion was making her rounds through the restaurant, there were people here and there collapsing with welts under their legs or hands. Hello? Hey, Chicken. This is Rena. There's nobody left out, Bazuchi-chan. So, I'm going to take her home now. Rena, this is Keiichi. Good work. Please continue the mission. Also, permission to take home denied. Repeat, permission to take home is denied. And that just sucks. I guess just looking is fine. That would prevent her from guarding Shion, so I guess it's okay. Anyways, thanks to this, I knew who had tried to mess with Shion. Everybody was clutching their arm or leg while they were busy writhing in agony. It's basically branded by the bruises. And we are about to do the most evil thing that we can do. Good water. Currently, we have finished identifying all enemy forces. Proceeding to the next phase. Satoko, this is Keiichi. What's your status? This is Satoko. That's a rude way to ask. Keiichi-san, exactly who do you think I am? Satoko was in the kitchen. She had spread open the sketch of the restaurant on the counter and replete with orders, chits, and their destinations. It was now sorting through the freshly made desserts. Hey, what are you doing? No, Sonozaki-san, it's alright, just leave it to her. More importantly, we're taking all these orders out at once, so I'm counting on you. Oh man, the waitresses are in on it too. The veteran waitress was briskly directing her juniors as the trays went out one after the other. All the desserts that had passed through Satoko's hands were delivered at once. Oh, lots of cute desserts are coming. I think you know this, but don't touch them. At least if you still value your life. I know, but... Certainly they were all incredibly cute looking desserts. They were all works of art that you could enjoy even before taking your first bite. Yo, I want to make like some cupcakes that, you know, working the frosting to make it look like cats. That'd be He's so cute. However, since Satoko had meddled with them, were nothing more than unpredictable danger. Liz were ignorant of the fact that the men were now the men stuffing their faces. This is. Almost right away they realized that something was wrong. Satoko, what did you mix in there? It couldn't have been salt or Tabasco, right? Why, what are you saying, Keiichi-san? You said no mercy. I might not look like it, but when I get down to business, I can be very thorough. As she said that, she tore around a dubious file in her finger before putting it away smartly in her pouch. Rika, this is Satoko. Customers are moving. Escort duty is all yours. Leave it to me. Come to think of it, I didn't see Rika-chan anywhere. Where could she be lurking? Several men stood up suddenly from their seats, surveying the restaurant for something. That restless fidgeting, and that look of relief when they found a single placard hanging from the ceiling. Written on the placard was the word restroom. They began a mad rush in that direction. It wasn't just one or two people. All the people that were branded as the enemy were standing up from their seats while clutching at their stomachs. Ugh, I think I was a little too greedy. Where's the washroom? Oh my god. Why is that guy I forgot that line was in there. I feel the disappointment I feel after reading that again is absolutely immeasurable. These are grown-ass fucking men. How dirty to just think about what Satoko probably did to their desserts. Problem was how to follow this up. I was intrigued, so I followed the Russian men to the washroom. Narrow hallway connecting the restroom was crammed with about 10 men. What is this? I peered over to see what was happening. Whoa. Seems that the toilet was clogged and backflowing, unleashing a loud gurgling sound and a terrible stench. There's no way to use in that state. Damn, Satoko. What a frightening display of power. She is absolutely evil. It's nuts. No, this wasn't Satoko's doing. It was divine punishment. Yeah, they were just unlucky. I just apologetically asked one of the employees here to clean it up. Hey Ming, welcome to the stream. How are you? It's a brilliant combination of traps, but it would be better if there was one more push to the kicker. Seeing as it was Satoko, she wouldn't have overlooked that. Overflowed toilets. Oof. Facing the world. Oh man, they gotta go in the women's restroom now. Man. Absolutely brazen. I agree with Keiichi here. What a brazen bunch they are. The men sweat now pouring from their brows made a mad rush to the girls' room without any hesitation. Me? was a girl there. It was Rika-chan. The men stood there, frozen in various complicated poses, indicating their surprise. Rika-chan also seemed dumbfounded by the sudden turn of events. The look on her face was strangely perfect. This was all part of the plan as well. You see, the men's room is a bit dangerous in a moment, and we want to browse the toilet here. I'm not doing this. That is very cringe. Me. But I guess it's not right after all. Despite having a girl stand in the restroom, I never knew it would put such an overwhelming barrier. There's no way anyone... Yeah. This is the most I could do after all. If it were a man foot... Well, I started to read that, but I'm starting to... Yeah. If you're in trouble, I can help you. That would be much appreciated. How would you do that? You can use one of the toilets outside. I'll show you to that. That would be perfect. Ew. Rika-chan, with a pleasant smile on her face, guided them with a casual stride in her step. As race against time, her... Wow. We'll get there soon. Obeying Rika-chan's directions, they were about to leave the restaurant. Keiichi-kun, push it. Give him hell. Yeah, leave it to me. Spread my arms out and blocking them as they tried to leave the restaurant. I still don't know what this game is about. This game is about 2, 3, 4, 5 gremlins that are in a club together, and then a murder happens. And it's in like a infinite time loop, apparently, so yeah. But you know what? We gotta find the DVD for the anime and we can watch it together. What is the meaning of this? Listen up. You know what happens what happens if you even set one foot outside this door, right? What is the meaning of this preposterous statement? Look, it's written right here on the ticket. Not valid for re-entry. See? You're free to use any toilet you want, but the moment you step outside the door, you can't come back. You remember this. I don't want to guide anybody who says scary things like that. Everybody panicked as Rika began to turn back. Can only figuratively and literally fall in line. All the waitresses also lined up to see them off. Thank you very much for coming. The bell rang playfully as the door shut behind them. How pathetic. Too easy. Evil, absolutely, and I fucking love it. We did it! Yay! Brenna and Satoko clapped their hands together. Phew, couldn't hold a candle to those guys by myself, but when we get the group together, we sent them packing like a herd of cattle. Murder and donuts. Oh my god, I love donuts. With opponents this week, any of us could take them on by ourselves. Keiichi-chan, you need to up your game. I was loath to admit it, but Satoko was right. Damn it. One day I'll be strong enough to be worthy to stand up alongside them. But I'm really glad we were able to protect... But... Oh, shit. That's Rena. That's Rena talking. But I'm really glad we were able to protect B-chan's little sister. Now there's none of those bad people who are pulling pranks left. You're blessed to have such wonderful friends, Sonozaki-san. The veteran waitress was also smiling. After the herd was sent packing, it had calmed down completely inside the restaurant. Shion was flustered as she glanced between us and the now empty seats. You did that? For me? I mean... Shion's expression was somewhere between happy and guilt-ridden. Her face had turned slightly red as she ran into the kitchen. Oh, Chi-chan is cute! They really are twins, how? Given Shion's personality, there's no way she'd think us directly. We might have been a bit excessive in our means, but I'm really glad we were able to save her. I think you know this already, but Sonozaki-san is very grateful. As a representative of the floor staff, here, I also extend my gratitude. Yay! The applause quickly spread throughout the entire restaurant. Not only the other waitresses, but the customers that were genuinely here to enjoy the desserts. Everyone was lauding their efforts. Our efforts, sorry. When we had mostly finished eating and were filling out the survey, Rika-chan made her return. Oh, good work. Did everything go alright? It took a while. I'm sorry. I got lost on the way back. It was a lot of trouble. Rika-chan likes to stray down some pretty strange roads, so she gets lost pretty often. How did she get lost just by guiding people to a nearby toilet? Everybody has their strengths and weaknesses. Rika has a lot of strong points, but that more than make up for that. I can see that. Expression in the girls' room. You're quite the thespian. Keiichi was being horrible. I was thinking if I were in their shoes, I'd just run over and... Ah, shit. What? Oh no, she's psychic. Did what I was thinking show up on my face again? Keiichi-kun. No, I mean... I could laugh about it, but a few days later, a newspaper headline read, 10 unidentified men were taken into custody in Hirayama. The men claimed they traveled from Shishibone City by foot to find a toilet, but the spot they were taken into custody was kilometers away from Shishibone. When I read that article, I realized how terrifying Rika-chan really was. Well, thanks for treating me. I'm happy that you called me here today. Oh, are you going home already? You can stay a little bit longer. I was in the middle of organizing some drawers. If I leave it like that, I won't be able to put out the futon. Ah, I guess that's true. Oops, looks like I called her at a bad time. Yeah, Renner phoned her. She was in the middle of cleaning her room. But she still came. Wow, it's stuff. Well, it was an emergency, so it couldn't be helped. besides that, I got to eat a lot of sweets, so I'm very happy. Thanks for today. Sorry for calling you out so suddenly. Toshiya, I said bye. I'll be taking my leave then. Rena-chan, please take your time. Yeah, I will. Later. Rika and Satoko, in a good mood, horsed around with each other as they left. A good time was had by all, except for those dudes. While Rena and I were having a discussion about the dessert we just ate, Shion arrived with some coffee. Oh, did the two little ones leave already? Hearing them called the little ones was so strange, I inadvertently burst out laughing. Apparently they were in the middle of cleaning, so they went home. Shion brought over enough coffee for 4 people. I heard from my senior. It seems that you went through a lot of trouble for my sake. It was no trouble at all. None other than Shi-chan was in a pinch after all. Oh, is it alright if I call you Shi-chan? It matches with me-chan, so that'd be cute. Oh, well, whatever you want. Shion seemed a bit hesitant when Rena started talking to her. Rena's pretty sharp about some things, so Shion was probably worried that Rena would find out she was Mion after talking like this. Shion said she'd have to work soon, and hurried off back to the kitchen, leaving behind coffee for just the 2 of us. She was a bit upset with Rena. Maybe she thought I was being too friendly. Huh? She's just embarrassed. Still, they really did look the same. Instead of twins, it's like it's another me-chan. They look the same, but the atmosphere around them, or rather, the insides are completely different. I think those types of twins are pretty interesting, though. You think that, Keiichi-kun? I think they're identical on the inside, too. It somehow became silent. Rena was just staring at the pattern of the milk made on the surface of her coffee without saying a word. For someone like me, who could never stop talking, it was a rather uncomfortable moment. Rena's off-put mannerisms seemed to imply I said something I shouldn't have. The unpleasantness carried on for a little while. Rena, you said it today, right? That Mion was hurting? Did I say something like that? Don't play dumb with me. You definitely said it on the way home from school. Rena answered by laughing while continuing to play dumb, questioning me if she said that. As thick-head as I was, I had a faint realization. Rena wanted to say that I was the one who hurt Mion. But when? Me? Hypothetically, if something like that happened, it's not something I did out of malice. I continued the conversation, but left out the assumption that I had hurt Mion. Yeah, I think that's true. I don't think Keiichi-kun had any bad intentions. Rena replied, also leaving out the assumption that I hurt Mion. But that confirmed it. I don't know how it happened, but it seems that I had hurt Mion. And Rona was upset with me due to the fact that I hadn't realized it. I don't want you to misunderstand. It's not like Rena is mad at you. Seeing right through what I was thinking, Rena said that she smiled and even more gently than usual. It's just that, how do I say this? It's hard. If I made a mistake, please say so clearly. So thick-headed to discuss even myself. There's something I should apologize for, then I'd want to know it even a little quicker so I can make up for it. I don't think that Keiichi-kun made a mistake. Depending on how you look at it, Mi-chan might be the one who's being unfair. Taking the stance that the girl was the one being unfair might be unfair in itself. What Rena said was draped in a mystery. Fortunately, I had no idea what she meant. The only thing I got out of it was that I had said or done something to inadvertently hurt Mion. I'm begging you, Rena. Mion's one of my best friends. I don't want to leave something between us that could cause problems later on. So, tell me, how did I hurt her? I can't tell you. You need to realize something like that for yourself. Rena was smiling like she always did, but spoke bluntly. The fact that she had the strength of will surprised me for a moment. I'm asking you because I can't figure it out. You know? My tone was had unintentionally become harsh. Rena was also surprised for a moment, but quickly returned to her flat demeanor. Well then, I guess it just ends is fine. This is a special, okay? Sorry. Please. I'll think about this seriously. Rena looked around the restaurant, searching for Shion. Shion was working enthusiastically, but without the confidence as usual. She-chan, if she ties her hair up, it's impossible to tell apart from Mi-chan, right? Yeah, that's true. So then, if Mi-chan let her hair down, would she be impossible to tell apart from She-chan? Probably. But what does that have to do with anything? What if that her being the younger twin was a lie? So that she was Mi-chan pretending to be her sister? What do you think? Rena was sharper than her daily behavior belied. I was hesitant in verbally affirming that, but it was the right answer. Might be unfair to answer a question with another question, but if, like you say, Mion is just pretending to be Shion, what purpose would that serve? After maintaining the silence for a while, Rena glanced at the clock. That's what I want you to think about. That was maybe too much of a hint, huh? After thanking me for dessert, Rena stood up from her seat. Sorry, I was asked to buy a few things, so it's about time I left. Is it okay with you if you tell Shion I'm sorry I didn't say goodbye? Yeah, I'll tell her. Sorry. Huh? That Rena is so short-tempered. Sorry for getting angry. Keiichi-kun isn't the only one at fault here. Rena was harsh in her apology, but I was the one who really should have apologized. I think to me, Chan, it's important that doesn't bother her. It's something that doesn't bother her anymore. So if you want to forget the whole thing happened, that's fine too. But you see, As a girl, I hope that Keiichi-kun realizes it by himself and comes to apologize of his own volition. How? Switching to cute mode only at the end, she disappeared in the direction of the register. While staring into space, somebody suddenly tapped me on the shoulder. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm finally done. It was Shion who had changed her into her street clothes. She flashed a smile while greeting me. Wild how the story flows? It is, yeah. Thank you so much for today. Everything was delicious. We were all really happy with it. Oh no, don't mention it, but I'm glad everybody had fun. Huh? That girl that was just here left as well? She said she had some shopping to do. She said she was sorry for leaving without saying anything. I see. Well then, should we leave as well? Though I'm off duty, I'm still nervous around the workplace. We ended up strolling around without any destination in particular. I had been sitting the entire time, so I was in need of a breath of fresh air. When we left, the sky had already become draped in a veil of darkness. It's getting dark already, even though I promised to be finished early. Shion seemed upset that there wasn't much time left. Oh well, at least we got a little time to chat like this. Saying that, Shion set out for a tree-lined boulevard behind the station. The front of the station was slowly becoming crowded with businessmen heading home. Well then, I guess I should start with an introduction. I was mistaken for my sister when we first met, so I never got to properly introduce her. We never got to properly introduce ourselves. I could only smile and laugh wryly. My name is Shion Sonozaki. I'm only similar to my older sister in appearance. My sister is rough and around the edges and hot-headed, but I'm a composed and methodical person. Remember what Rena and I had been saying about her? I said that they looked the same, but their personalities were different. While Rena said that they were both the same. I don't know what tipped her off, but Rena figured out that Shion was Neon. Also related to that, she said that I have hurt Neon. Rena had given me only one hint. That was why Mion was pretending to be Shion. Shion, what did you hear about me from Mion? My sister seems to have taken a liking to you. She talks about you quite a bit. Like about club activities, about getting pranked and pranking you back. Boyish kind of stories. You really do get along. Boyish kind of stories, huh? Come to think of it, there was something Shion told me before. Kei-chan, you don't think of my sister as a girl, do you? What was that? Was that what happened that hurt Mion? Mion herself said that she wished she had been born a boy and that being a girl didn't suit her. She said a lot of things to that effect, didn't she? Kei-chan, you look like you're having fun. Huh? Ah, no, that's not true. Even though you're bad at hiding things, you sure like to lie, don't you? Still, I don't hate you for it. Saying that, she lightly chopped at my forehead. Even though Shion was enjoying herself, I was still trying to figure out how I had hurt Mion. I was having a hard time figuring out the riddle that Rena had left me with. Hey, see that? Don't you think it's pretty? Think even a guy would find it pretty? Yeah, it is pretty pretty. Mia was having fun window shopping, dragging me to buy all sorts of stores that I would normally never enter. It wasn't like she was begging me to buy her anything, and I wasn't just getting bored either. It was just something to talk about as we walked around. In an easygoing way, we browsed through numerous stores. We discussed all sorts of topics I knew nothing about, but I didn't lose interest. I had the feeling she was good at conversation. Hey Chan, this is your first time doing this kind of... Is this your first time doing this kind of thing? Yeah, it is. Somebody didn't bring me to these accessory shops. I don't think I'd have set foot in one in my entire life. Not that. I mean more like this. What? Look back when Shion suddenly linked her arm with mine. Hey, you don't have to act so surprised. It's not so embarrassing to link arms with a girl, is it? Beyond's expression was a little bit miffed, but suggestive at the same time. She knows exactly what she's doing. I'm not that embarrassed. If you want some arms, I can spare you one or two. Here. Okay, Chan, you really know how to entertain someone. I see why my sister took a liking to you. If you don't want my arm, I'm taking it back. Aw, come on. I'm happy to have it. Laughing in good spirits, she unlocked her arm with mine. My heart skipped a beat. This question might be a bit mean, but I want to enjoy seeing your reaction, Kei-chan. Have you ever been able to arms like this before? Around a bonfire at this field trip? Doesn't count, by the way. Hello, devil. She was asking that question knowing full well what the answer would be. Well, field trips are out. This is rough. I thought as much. Not impossible to laugh. Is it really the same as Mion's? You really are Shion, aren't you? Not just Mion saying that you're Shion, are you? Are you thinking that my sister might pretend to be me? Thought you were twins until just now, but that way you mess around is just like Mion. You're just saying that. You can tell us apart easily. What do you mean by that? If my sister was holding her arm like this, would you get nervous? I would. Be completely on edge worrying about when she would go for an arm lock. Shion laughed so hard that she had to hold her sides. Hey, is it really that funny? You're tearing up. No, it's just... I was just thinking about how hopeless my sister is. She isn't even going to be able to get a... Oh my goodness. She really is a failure. I remember once again I heard someone say that before. Sometimes I think that my sister would have been better off if she did. What the fuck? Just kidding. Mion did say something about wanting to be born a boy. My sister's on the fence whether she wants to be a boy or a girl. Well, it's the price she pays for living in... Whoa there. Whoa. I ain't comfortable reading. I ain't touching that. You've been saying some pretty harsh things about your sister right now. Mion has some soft parts to her that I don't like. The way she talked somehow sounded cold. Shion, do you not get along with Mion? Well, we get along well enough. Still, there's a few things for which I can't forgive her as a sister. Hey, look at that! Don't you think it's cute? I turned around to look at where Shion was pointing. What was there was a familiar display window of a toy shop. The same shop that was the stage for the incident that occurred during this last Sunday's club events. What Shion was pointing at was a display with a plethora of adorable dolls that looked like the sort girls would like. Because they're cute. Don't you think they're cute, K-chan? I don't really get that vibe. Oh no. Which one do you think is the cutest? Which one of these, K-chan? Well, she does get me there. I do have a weakness for cute things. Sometimes. Or lined up like they were lined up like they were close sisters taking a commemorative photo. A few of them seemed strangely familiar. I've seen those four before. I've seen those four over there somewhere. Oh, I guess they really are famous. Even if you know about them. Shion sounded impressed. These are new dolls that were just brought in from England. They still have some available here, but around the cities, they have trouble keeping them on the shelves. Shirt pants. Shirt pants. All I know for sure is I'm wearing a shirt and pants. I can't believe I clocked in on that reference right away. Took me a second, though. Damn, I'm sleepy. I guess girls still like these things even as they're grown up. Depends on the person, but I think the girl who likes dolls and stuffed animals are pretty few and far between. Even a tomboy, my sister said that these were adorable. Oh? Remember Mion says they're adorable? That is amazing. That's right, I just remembered. The store owner gave this one to us after Sunday's events. Except for Mion, who was a relative, everybody had gotten something. I really do think that one's the best. If Broly Dress really gives it something. That's it. That's the one the shop owner gave me. So it seems. Shion replied softly but clearly. Uncle Yoshiro gave those artists thanks for helping liven things up at Sunday's events. Seems he gave them to one of the four friends. It seems he gave them to those four friends that my sister brought along. Oh shit, I'm getting so tired I'm starting to not read properly. I'm almost done with this chapter though. So you got the doll with the dress then? What do you think? It really was cute, right? There's no way I think it was cute. So what did you do with the doll? I wasn't really going to do anything with it. So I gave it to someone. To who? As Shion laughed, I could hear the audible click run through my head like the piece of a jigsaw puzzle snapping into place. I'm gonna head out. Okay, Carrion, thanks for hanging out. I'll text you later. Thank you very much for today, everyone. You made the event turn out great. It's not much, but there's something extra for today. Uncle Yoshiro. Isn't there a little something for me too? My. Quite an adorable one, is it not? Satoko and Rika-chan opened up the bag. There were cute little stuffed animals inside. Wow! They're so cute! Can I take them home? I really can? Which means there's something for me too. Whoa. I got a pretty adorable one. Looks like a stuffed toy wearing a beautiful dress. One you'd use to play house. Rena's eyes were glued to that stuffed doll. Satoko was the same, and Rika-chan too? I see. It wasn't just Rena, Satoko, and Rika-chan. It was one other person who seemed jealous. Kei-chan got the one that fits him the least. Not wanting her expression to give it away, she said that she had said that to hide her embarrassment. Shit. Well, I guess it's cute and pretty, I can admit, but it's adorable. But a doll with changeable clothes is, If you walked around the desert with it, then your body will be treated like a weirdo starting tomorrow definitely. Is that a movie? Mion's usual teasing is a way of talking. I looked around to see who I would give the doll to. Big stretch. Mion was the only one who hadn't received a present, so I thought about giving it to her. But I didn't. Huh? You're giving it to me? To Rena? Thank you. You're welcome. Oh shit. I think I zoned out for a second there. Turning away from Mion's covetous gaze, I gave the doll to Rena. Mion's smile bore into my back. There was no way I couldn't have noticed. Why did I not give it to Mion? Since Mion was the only one who didn't get anything, wouldn't it have just been standard practice to give it to her? At the time, I had noticed that something was wrong. That's why I said it. Just protecting myself. If I didn't give it to Rena, then walking the streets at night would be scary. No doubt, no doubt. I thought about giving it to Mion, but it just didn't feel right. Sometimes something dark flickered briefly in Mion's eyes, but at the same time, I didn't notice. Why didn't I? You know it. Sometimes I wonder why I wasn't born a boy. Mion herself had said that was a laugh, so I didn't realize how much it had hurt her. That's right. Mion is more suitable for cool things. So I think having you help out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked, probably. Okay. So I think having you help out here was the right choice. Huh? Shion asked, probably thinking she misheard me. A uniform. It would never suit somebody like me on. But if it's Shion, I think it works. Huh? You mean that? She, unlike Rena, often does spaced out and turned bright red. Mion seemed really happy. She seemed happy that I complimented Shion, saying that it didn't suit Mion, but it suited Shion. Saying that it didn't suit her seemed to make her happy. Oh my god, I'm about to pass out. Mion's younger twin sister? She's got a different personality, but she's the dead ringer for Mion. That's right. We look similar, but our personalities are completely different. I'm very kind and thoughtful, but Shion has a very cold and scary personality. I think that when you guys were born, Shion got the feminine aspects. Like Mion, she's a cute, cheerful girl. Mion made a strange face that was both angry and happy at the same time. It seemed that she was happy that I said Shion was cute. Speaking, I look inside the box to say that she just put some leftovers inside, and inside would have been a lie. There's an elegant meal stuffed inside. Is this really okay? There's not like a ton of sauce mixed in or anything, right? Jeez, I'm not my sister. I wouldn't do that kind of thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself. I'll just go home and eat by myself. I'm not my sister. That was how she said it. Shion was insistent that she wasn't Mion. She was trying to say that she was Shion, and I shouldn't think of her as Mion. When Mion and Shion, it carried a special meaning. Mi-chan is mysterious, right? She's a girl, but it's like she... Oh my goodness. That's what Rena said. But you see, even that Mi-chan is actually really feminine. Rena, how much did Mion pay you exactly? That's not true. Jeez, I'm trying to have a serious conversation, you know? You know? Rena began to pout. Now is probably wasn't the time to joke around. Mi-chan is the club president, so she's trying hard to lead everybody. But she's... I really don't want you to forget that, Keiichi-kun. It was never a riddle to begin with. Rena was saying the answer right in front of me. Right from the beginning. So then, I didn't know what's going on anymore. Yeah. I know, Kei-chan didn't mean anything wrong. At least, he didn't intend to. Yeah, Keiichi-kun isn't the type of person who to hurt others. There's no way for you to feel hurt by this Mi-chan. Then what was it? Frustration? Sadness? I don't know at all. Did you want it? The doll, I mean. Even if you gave it to me, Rena, that wouldn't solve anything. You're right. How about this, Mi-chan? Try asking Keiichi-kun. You might be able to solve the problem if you tackle it head on. There's no way I can do that. Is it too embarrassing for you to do that now? I want to try again. As somebody other than Mion. This time, I can be more honest with myself. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty focused pretty fond of the relationship I have with Kei-chan. This might be selfish, but one more time. Keiichi-kun will definitely notice. I wonder if that's true. Rena will cheer for you on too. So let's find a way for you to ease your sadness. Believe me, I won't let anything happen that'll make you cry, Mi-chan. I'll believe. Keiichi-kun will definitely come to understand. He'll say he's sorry for saying something so callous. Then he'll bring you to that store, buy you that doll for you as a present. Yeah. And then, Mi-chan, you'll say thank you. You can't fool around. Say it honestly. Yeah. If I said I wanted it, Kei-chan, would you buy it for me? Rion said it quietly, doing her best to quell her embarrassment. I would have reflectively begun to lightly tease her to hide my embarrassment. I quelled that, but like Mion, I quelled that impulse. Okay, Mion. As thanks for everything until today, I'll buy you whichever one you want. My voice cracked with unfamiliar words. In order not to lose to Mion trying her best, I tried my best as well. But I'm not Mion, I'm Shion. Shion then. I'll buy it for you, Shion. Shion looked down, red-faced, and pointed at the doll in the dress through the store window. Is it really okay? When the dress is a little expensive, isn't it? This isn't a matter of price. This is a matter of feelings. And when I was saved by Kei-chan from those unsavory customers today, I was really happy. Even though my coworkers didn't save me, Kei-chan did. He grabbed me by the shoulder and really firmly, right? Right then, you were really cool. Even then, I was so embarrassed I couldn't properly express my gratitude. I let my hand down on Shion's head and ruffled her hair roughly, like I would to Rena and the others. When I did that, Shion, like Rena, was spaced out. Like Rena would have, spaced out and blushed slightly. You don't have to think too hard about it. I should have just given it to you back then. If I did that, then everybody would have a good laugh. Shion didn't respond. She had turned bright red like she was trying to hold back both laughter and tears. I'll go buy it for you right now. Wait right here. I'll go with you. Saying that, she grabbed my arm onto my arm once again. She wasn't trying to be stoic anymore. I think I know why my sister likes you. Hey, is it alright if I start to like you a bit too, Kei-chan? This unfamiliar situation made my head start to spin. Well, what am I doing? I've reached my limit. Smiling wryly to hide my embarrassment, I dragged Shion into the store with me. Excuse me. I want to buy that doll that's in the window. For a moment, I heard a voice of acknowledgement, and an apron-clad employee soon appeared. Kei-chan? And why are you here? This has nothing to do with you. I'm on a date with K-chan right now. What? Why is K-chan? Even if you ask why, I'd like to know the answer myself. Mian looked at me with an expression of confusion and surprise. But that was the same with me. Even if she was there, then who was next to me? I said it right at the beginning. I'm Shion Sonozaki, my sister's younger twin. K-chan, you even called me Shion, didn't you? Shion saying that pounded cutely. What's going on? Tell me, Shion. Not much. I was wondering what kind of person this K-chan you were so infatuated with was. So I happened to give him a ticket to the Desert Festa. There I was being bothered by all sorts of troublesome customers. K-chan gallantly appeared and saved me by kicking them off to the curb. Or something like that. Both Mion and I raised our voices pathetically, expressing our confusion to the utmost. Mion, you phoned me yesterday, right? I didn't. I have no idea what you're talking about. I delivered that bento for you, didn't I, K-chan? That was me, right? Or was it my sister? The person known as Mion Sonozaki put together a bento and bravely went to your house to deliver it, maybe? Oh, you're a lot bolder than you look, sis. The loud pop of trail smoke began to rise from Mion's head. No, I don't know. I don't know. See, K-chan? My sister says she doesn't know. So everything up until yesterday was me, Shion Sonozaki. You might have just thought it was my sister pretending to be me, but with this, there's no doubt, right? I couldn't tell up from down at this moment. There was a mirror around. I could have seen my eyes go wide from the shock. That's a little shopkeeper. Did you wrap up that doll in the window? It's the first present from the person I've come to love. So make sure you tie it up nicely with a ribbon. Being completely flustered, was cornered by sly-faced Shion. My brain had stopped working. Wait, huh? K-chan? What is going on? Well, let's go. K-chan, it's already dark out, so I'll see you home. Sis, sorry, but could you phone the house in Okonomiya and have them send out a car? Maybe a van so that we can fit a bike into it, please. Contrast to Shion, who had glee written all over her face. Mion was an empty shell and looked like she could burst into tears at any moment. Okay, Chan. To that, Mion's grumblings were unrelenting. Ouch. We got one new tip, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Actually, maybe I can like go ahead and end it because I'm like really tired. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop here. So thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if y'all want to, and I'll see y'all next time.